How's everybody doing, and welcome back to the channel. My son's in there yelling, doing his homework. Anyway, got home tonight and I had some packages. Well, a package waiting for me. I had told you that I had something coming in today for the back of the truck, and it did come in. And I'm really hoping that this takes care of the issue that I'm having. I'm just gonna grab a pair of scissors and open it up and see what we got. All right, hopefully in this package, I have the solutions to the issue. And I'll tell you what that is here in just a minute. What we have here is Access Accessories. This is they have not only covers, they have lights too. Now, what I opted for is just the LED backup. This is a 39-inch LED backup, and it's just double stick. It goes on basically right at the bottom right here where your tailgate lip, I forget exactly what it's called, a backup light. I forget what those are called. I think gap lights or tailgate lights, I think maybe is what they're called. What it is, it's just a double stick. Like I said, it's 39 inches long, and it goes, well, in my case, right at the top of my roll pan. If you have a bumper and things, or a bumper, it goes right, above your bumper. I was thinking, and I didn't really want to put a, cut holes. I got my tailgate down now, but I really didn't want to cut holes in my roll pan to put cubes in there or a light bar of any kind. I didn't want anything hanging down below the roll pan. Right there, those are my rings for my safety chains on my trailer. But you have to get down like this to be able to see them. When you're looking at the back of the truck like that, you don't see them. I didn't want anything hanging down below the roll pan. I'm all right with the exhaust, but I'm really thinking about going back to maybe an axle dump because of having a nice clean line all the way around the truck. I like nice clean lines. It's just my style. I used to have an 03 big headlight. An 06 big headlight 3rd gen. That's where the 3 came in. I was thinking of that. But anyway, and I did a reverse level on that where I lowered the rear end to basically be leveled the whole truck instead of raising the front end to level it. So I just did a reverse level on it. And when I did that, I did an axle dump exhaust. Now it was a gas truck, it was a Hemi, but I did an axle dump on it just so I had a nice clean line all the way around the truck. Anyway, I started looking around. I started seeing these tailgate lights. A lot of them had the brakes and the turn signals and stuff like that. I didn't want that. All I wanted was some type of reverse light. But so I found this, and like I said, this is the Access company. They make a lot of different truck covers and stuff like that. And when I found it, I did buy this from Amazon. They have some videos online too, and I just think they did a good job showing you how to install it. They use Scotch locks to install it. I don't like those. I'll show you here in a minute what Scotch locks are because I don't have nothing out other than my package. And when they were done, they showed you the light was lit up inside of a lighted shop. So that really doesn't show you how, and right here, it's kind of dusk, and they show you that light in the picture right there and right there. But I think they should show maybe some pictures, or some pictures, shining a camera in your rear view mirror, in your side lights, just basically turn around and go like that with the camera. However, I just thought they left a lot to the imagination, basically, for the end user. So I'm going to install this. It looks like it's thin enough that I will be able to put it underneath all of those screw heads where they put my roll pan on. I shouldn't have any issues where I have to move these up at all. And then I do have my tail light out on the driver's side because I'm going to wire into the reverse lights and do something other than Scotch locks. So anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at tonight. I'm going to do that, and you know, that wire will run, come down, and in here, if I have to drill a hole, I will, but I can probably just come through, come down and around and out, I'm hoping, depending upon how long the wiring harness is for the light kit itself. Okay, I just went in and grabbed a quick bite to eat. I mean, very quick. I come out here and I took my tailgate off just so you guys can see just a little bit better, and I have better access to put this on. I have this all wiped down, but I need to clean it with some, like an alcohol or something like that, probably some electrical parts cleaner. And I did mark center, which is 32 inches because it's 64 inches from side to side. This is 39 inches, so I measured out and marked 19.5 inches both ways. That way I know I get it centered when I put it on. I can go ahead and pull my double stick tape off, the backing off, and start on that dot right there and just start working my way this way, because I do want to raise it up and be off the bottom just a little bit so the light shines out. So right now I'm going to get started with that. All right, now with it clean, peel this back, start on my line. Try and get it on as straight as possible. And then I just need to take my wires and I'm gonna go down through here. I could drill a hole right here, but then that's just gonna allow it to start rusting. So I'm just gonna go down through this crack right here and then up and out of here. And then I just need to connect. If you look, your reverse light is purple with a black trace and black. If you wanted to, you can find it underneath too and do it that way, would be fine, because I'm gonna have to take and put something on here to hold this in place. Maybe take this screw out and put one of those little plastic wire retainers on there to hold that. Possibly will work, just going down, and then it'll go down through right here. Something else I wanted to show you too, it just never ceases to amaze me on the work that some places do. You know, I had some issues with the paint. Look at this gap right here. This is where it was hit at on this side. Now come over and look at this gap that's factory. You see that? That is pretty much crap as far as I'm concerned. See where this panel is still caved in right there, and they just spot welded it? I don't know. They didn't even bother to try and pull it out. Just stuff like that really irritates me when you have shoddy, shitty work like that. You know, I noticed it when I took my tailgate off, and I just, every time I look at it, I let it bother me. You can't rely and trust hardly anybody anymore to work on your stuff, because unless you're doing it yourself. So if you're gonna do anything, you might as well do it yourself. That way you know it's done the way you want it to be done. So, sorry, enough with that. Yeah, just, it really upsets me. Now I'll just go grab, like I said, they use Scotch locks. What Scotch locks are is those plastic with the, basically it's a half moon or whatever plastic. I have some over there in a drawer. I just don't have none of that stuff out because I still have these soldered connections out. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut the wires and use this to put everything back together because it's a nice tight seal. You have the locking rings there. You probably couldn't see that at all, could you? I really need to work hard at this new camera to figure things out. You have the red locking rings on this side here. You got your solder, you got your heat shrink, and everything will be good. So this is what I'm going to use right there. All right, now for the wiring, what you're going to do is I have it in reverse, and I'm going to clip each wire just like so. All right, after you have your wires cut, just make sure purple is my positive wire and your red needs to go to the positive side. Well, I got everything done and back together. You know, after you saw me do the one heat shrink, I went ahead and finished off. You know, I shut the camera off because it just takes so long, or not so long, but it takes just a little bit for that to set up. So I did the ground also and have everything back together. And this is pretty much what, you know, that's all you're gonna see. And that side is a little bit crooked, but yeah, the whole thing's kind of crooked, putting it on there. Anyway, yeah, I got the wire tied up here with a little eyelet coming off of the end, going into the driver's side reverse light. But that's pretty much all you see until, you know, it's lit up. So I centered it up. Once again, this is an Access Accessories product. It is on their website, and I'll put a link in the description below for this if you guys want to pick it up and you are kind of like me and you don't want any holes in your roll pan or in your bumper or things hanging below. This is their light. So right now we're going to hop in the truck and take a look and see what it looks like. You know, it is dark out now, so it'll actually work out pretty good. This is what I was talking about here. This is a Scotch lock. I don't like these just for the simple fact of when you take your pliers and press this down, it cuts part of the strands or some of the strands within that wire. And then all that does is start allowing corrosion. The way I did it, everything is heat shrunk using those barrel connectors, those soldering barrel connectors that I showed you guys once before. Like always, those are in the description too. I'm going to pull the truck out of the garage, get the door down so this light isn't shining, and see how this baby looks. All right, I've left the door open and I've back clear out of the garage right now. The truck just running and I don't have any reverse lights on. So right there, that's shining in my side mirror right there. So that looks pretty good, I think. I mean, it gives me a lot more light than what just your standard reverse lights do. I'm pretty happy with that. So as you're backing up, you can see things, whether it be in your driver's side or your passenger side. Back into the garage here, and we'll get out and look at it. So there's just reverse light on both sides, and then there's that access light. So pretty happy with that. It's pretty bright, as you can see in the camera there. And then if I stand over here beside the truck, you can see how it does light up the garage pretty well, I think. All right, so I think I like it, and I'm gonna run it for a while and see if it grows on me. It is $50, 47 and some change on Amazon. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description for this product if you guys want to pick it up, put it on your truck. I just was looking for something that I didn't have to cut holes in my roll pan or have anything hang below my truck. So I'm pretty sure I like it. Just kind of grow on me, see kind of how it goes. The only thing I can see where it may pose a problem is trying to get all the light out of this area right here. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how everything goes. Anyway, if you don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.